Yes, indeedy, the headline says it all. Defense does it again as K-State picks up the W against unbeaten, but now beaten, Baylor. So to discuss Kansas State, because honestly, who saw this coming? I sure as heck didn't. When we talked about Baylor moving on and seeing how they were going to do up against Texas, let alone Kansas State. But here to discuss this team a little bit more, as well as someone that covers the team, we've got the fabulous sports babe herself. We welcome back into the show, Ashley Dunkak. Ashley, how have you been?
I've been great. It's been an amazing football season so far here, to say the least.
Talk about Baylor. I mean, actually, what's interesting is you got the opportunity and the chance to interview RG3 himself, the Heisman hopeful, Robert Griffin. So kind of tell me how that went.
Well, I had read an article in Sports Illustrated about him that was very complimentary, just about him as a person, as well as, of course, the incredible athlete that he is. And I felt a little bad for the kid because he was just despondent after that game, of course. It was their first loss, and he's a junior, but I think he's a relatively young junior too. And so he took responsibility for the loss and said, you know, just like he takes the praise when they win, he'll be willing to take the blame when they lose. So.
All right, fair enough. So when you were interviewing, you know, I know you had talked to Kyle, our producer, before, and you said, you know, some of the things that were shocking when you first met him. Oh, what was something that threw you off? Was it the height, I hear? What was it?
Well, quite frankly, I'm 5'6", so with heels, maybe 5'9", you know.
Those are some hefty heels, my friend.
Well, you know, and I didn't feel like he was that much taller than me. Like, he's not necessarily physically imposing, but obviously he's got a heck of an arm. I think the stats say 9 passes of over 35 yards for him just this season, and I think three or four of those in the game against Kansas State on Saturday. So, I mean, the kid's an athlete, even if he might be a little smaller than people would want.